Viewers, it's Cynthia Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast on my segment called The Black Lightning Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to be so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language. With this, everything else out the way, let's get into the latest episode of Black Lightning. Now, the way this episode starts off when the last left off in the previous episode. So basically, Jennifer and Khalil, aka Painkiller, went off together. Now, 40 left Freeman, Camille to try to make a quick stop at the club that Lala used to run when he was part of the 100. So anyway, he said basically Camille, Painkiller lied to Jennifer that I'm just gonna stop that. This is my place. I'm gonna stop here to go get my stuff and whatnot. So basically, he was gonna rob the club that he always collect money from the club that Camille collects money from the club that Lala used to run, and bring the money back to Tobias. So basically, could have tried to lie to the bad guys, like, I can't collect the money early for Tobias, and the bad guys was like, no, that was a lie, cause, it turns out that Tobias had a bounty on his head. So basically he got into a gun. So basically, the 100 gangsters start to shoot at Camille, but Camille managed to get out of the club, but he was pinned down outside. So basically, Jennifer saw what was going on, and basically she used her power. So she used her powers to say Painkiller's ass. But in the process, one of the gangsters who was shooting at Camille was on the roof and accidentally looked like he fell to his death. So basically, Camille made it out with the money, but Jennifer was not happy about it. So basically, blah blah blah. So Jennifer and Painkiller got into an argument about what the fuck why the fuck you lied to me, blah blah blah. So basically, so Jennifer asked Painkiller to, can I call my parents and let them know I'm okay. So basically, Camille was buried. After what happened, Camille was buried raised her voice to Jennifer, and Painkiller really, told Jennifer, real strong that fuck no, and so basically after he said that, he apologized, but he said it's not safe to call your parents right now. So basically, they go into it. So basically, they went to a car lot and stole another car. Meanwhile, back at Jamie's Terrace out, Lynn and Anissa was happy that Jamie's alive, but Anissa was kind of still, but Anissa was like, glad that Jamie's alive, but but she kind of is hurt that Jamie faked her death. Jamie waited all this time to not telling me that he was really dead and shit like that, blah blah blah. So anyway, Jamie was helping. So basically, Jamie was helping Jefferson and Anissa look for Jennifer, and Lynn went to Harrison to help with the search to find Jennifer and Painkiller and whatnot. So basically, so basically they spent most of the episode looking for Jennifer and Painkiller. So anyway, so basically, Jennifer and Painkiller went to Jennifer and Painkiller went to his aunt's house to hide out until until the heat dies. So basically, they went to Painkiller's aunt's house to get to get some sleep and whatnot, and then get some stuff. That way they can leave Freeman to Freeman tomorrow night and whatnot. So anyway, while that was going on, Gary and Melissa had some words about Gary, faking his death and whatnot. And so basically Gary's like, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that I faked my death off, but I had to make sure, so basically get his reason to Melissa why he had to fake his death and whatnot to find the people who was trying to kill him. So basically, after a little conversation, but Gary said, may I remind you, you stole money from gangsters to say the critics. So basically, who the fuck are you telling me what I did was wrong? So basically, after putting her misdeeds, her little misdeeds with stealing money for gangsters, they came to an understanding, and made up and whatnot. So anyway, meanwhile, back at Jefferson House, Lynn had too much to drink and started to go crazy in Jennifer's room. She was so worried about Jennifer, and plus she was drunk and started to really trash Jennifer's room. So basically, lucky for Jefferson, he came and calming down in her drunken rage. So anyway, while that was going on, Tobias went to go to Painkiller's mother and ask where is Painkiller. So basically, Painkiller's mother was like, I don't know where my son is. So basically, even if I do know, he didn't know where he was at. You would have to kill me. You would have to kill me for that information. So basically, Tobias left Painkiller's mother's house. So basically, Tobias has this rule about, he doesn't hurt nobody's mothers and whatnot. So anyway, basically, when he left, he said your son is a weak ass person. You're strong Brooklyn. Your son is a weak ass person. So anyway, later that night, sorry, a little tongue tied. Anyway, later that night, a message came back to the house and what happened to Jennifer's room, just to say, your mother had a little accident in your sister's room. So basically, Jefferson said that, if you would have told us that Jennifer was talking to Painkiller, none of this would have happened. So basically, and this is you blame, it's not my fault. It's not my fault the way you've been treating her, you should have, it's not my fault she ran away. So basically, like, Mr. was tell her it like the way pulling her out of school, whatnot, keeping her in the house all day. That's the truth. It's your fault. So basically, it's not my fault. She ran away with painkiller. It's your fault. You, my mom's fault that that Jennifer ran away, because you treat her like a prisoner instead of like your daughter. So basically, Jefferson took all that in mind. It took that all in mind while Alyssa walked away from her father. So anyway, meanwhile, meanwhile, back at Painkiller's empty house, Painkiller and Jennifer were staying at Painkiller's aunt's house and whatnot. So basically, Jennifer was coming off Painkiller's dreadlocks and whatnot. Sorry, cut off painkillers, dreadlocks. That way it'll be hard for the police, to recognize painkillers and whatnot. So anyway, the next day. So basically, the next day, Painkiller's mom came to Jefferson's house, talked to Lynn, and tell her that, I think that that my son and your daughter might be at my sister's house. So basically, Painkiller gave Lynn her sister's house outside the Freeman. So basically, Lynn told Jefferson and Alyssa, and and telling them that maybe that Painkiller and Jennifer are at Painkiller's aunt's house. So basically they headed to Painkiller's aunt's house, and Jamie gave Mister a new bike to drive and shit like that, blah blah blah. So anyway, meanwhile, Tobias hired a female black bounty hunter named Cutter to bring back Camille alive. So basically, this female black bounty hunter is named Cutter, and so basically turns out Tobias and Cutter had some type of history together and whatnot, blah blah blah. So anyway, so basically, Cutter was like, how come you ain't go after this boy Painkiller? So basically Tobias said, I'm an upstanding citizen, so basically I just can't, hunt down anybody right now. So anyway, so that would be your job. So anyway, Tobias gave Cutter the tracking system for Painkiller, and he used it to find Jennifer and Painkiller at his aunt's house. So basically, Cutter had Jennifer and Painkiller really at her mercy and whatnot. So basically, until Jefferson and Mr. showed up and turned the table. So anyway. So basically, while Jennifer Jefferson was fighting Cutter, fighting Cutter, Painkiller and Jennifer managed to escape. So basically, Jennifer used her powers to find the tracker that she found on Painkiller's head. So basically, Jennifer used her powers to find by the tracking device inside Painkiller's head. That way, Tobias and Cutter would track to move no more. So anyway, Cutter managed to get away from Jefferson and Nyssa, and Nyssa was still looking for. Looking for Jennifer and Painkiller. So basically, the episode ended with with Jennifer and Painkiller, still trying to escape from Cutter and Cutter. So basically, this how the episode ended with Jefferson and Nyssa and Cutter looking for Painkiller and Jennifer. So basically, this is how the episode ended. So basically, this episode was okay. So anyway. So basically, next week's episode will be the mid-season finale. So basically, the next week's episode is going to be the mid-season finale. So basically, after that episode, it's probably I ain't going to do any back writing the dates until it comes back from the hiatus. So anyway, just to let you guys know. Anyway, like always, it's Cynthia Michael signing off. 1,